What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check out some Grand Theft Auto 5. And as you can tell, I have played this game quite a bit. We've got 779 hours in this game, but haven't tried it out with the Steam Deck yet. But figured a game like this would be right up its alley. Should be able to do some high settings. Now, it's not gonna be able to do this maxed. I'm never gonna bother. Well, I will do it, but it's not gonna be pretty because even my main computer can't do that. Although it is doing it at 4K, so there's that. But why don't we hop into the game and try it out. Okay, we're in the game, and as usual, I'm going to just turn everything to the max first. So full screen, native res, 60 hertz, because that's all the screen does. We got FXAA on, MSAA on, 8X, VSync off. All those sliders are maxed. Everything here is very high. Ultra, 8X reflection, MSAA as well. Ultra Grass, AMD CHS Soft Shadows, Ultra FX, or Post FX. In-game Depth of Field is on, Anisotropy Filtering is maxed, Ambient Occlusion is maxed, Tessellation's maxed, and then we're going to also go in here and turn that on. Apply changes. So now, let's hop into the game and see how it runs. Probably not very well, but hey, it might surprise me. It is an older game after all, not running at a super high resolution. Alright, I also figured, why don't we also just do a loading test? I think this is probably the biggest game I have on the Steam Deck and probably the one that'll take the longest to load. It's also on the SD card. I figured let's just do worst case scenario, because I got a terabyte SD card, but only 512 gigs on the M.2, and I don't know if I got one of the good ones. I don't know if people heard about them switching those out. See, that didn't even take that long, but yeah, like I thought, not very good FPS, and we're still inside. But yeah. Not what I would call playable. But hey, maybe some people would like playing like this. Not me, but that's why I do this. Alright, we'll just run a little farther down the road because I don't really want to play like this, and I doubt too many people want to watch gameplay at 17 to 20 FPS either, so let's run up here. And now, why don't we tone these settings down? Like, let's just turn off all the stupid advanced features and see what that does and come back. Alright, we turned off all the advanced settings, but honestly, it didn't change the FPS much at all. It made me think they weren't even on, but it said they were on, so unless the settings were just lying to me. So, since it's not really any different, we won't really get much gameplay here. Let's just go get like 30-40 seconds or so. That way it's not just impossible to even click on in the timestamps. I've noticed if I make things too short, it's impossible to even click on them in the timestamps. It makes the timestamps irrelevant. Alright, I think that's more than good enough. As I slam into a pole, why don't we tone these settings down to very high and get rid of some of that crazy multi-sampling anti-aliasing. That'll probably help. Okay, we're back to the settings, and now I've toned everything down a notch, so this is kind of like what I would say very high settings now. Alright. Good, I'm glad it worked. At first when I launched this, it was having trouble saving settings, and it was kind of annoying, but it was also doing like game scope, then it launched in Vulkan, and then it launched in DX to Vulkan, which I'm used to, so ever since it started doing that, it's been fine, but maybe it was just doing some weird shit in the background, but hey, this thing's still got some kinks to work out, but I still love this Steam Deck. But let's hop into the game. Okay, we're back in the game. Oh, that's not how you do it. How do you turn this stupid radio off? There we go. I'm probably already gonna get in trouble just for that, but let's just drive around. We're still not getting what I would like as playable FPS, but we still have some stupid settings on, like anti-aliasing is still way up too high for something like this, for one. Whoop. But some people like playing at 30 FPS. I'm alright as long as it's 30 FPS and over, so this isn't completely terrible. But I think I'd probably go with a more high experience, like maybe 2x anti-aliasing, everything on high. I think that would probably be the best experience, but we'll have to wait and see. Woo! Yeah, really. They just can't, like, get the fuck out of my way. Pieces of garbage. And alright, I think that is good enough, so why don't we drop these settings down a little bit more and see what we get for FPS. Alright, back in the settings again. We've dropped all the settings down again, so now we've only got 2x anti-aliasing and everything's on high. I'm still just going to leave these things like completely maxed until we get to like super low. Alright, back to the top, no advanced settings, haven't had those on for a long time, so let's hop back into the game and see how this does. Alright, we're back in the game with all these settings on high. We're still not getting 60, but now we're up into the 40s. So we're getting there. Yeah, so with this on high, you could probably just put the thing in 40 FPS mode and have fun. And then with everything on very high, you could have just turned the limiter to 30 and probably had a blast. So probably everything being on normal is probably the way to get 60 on this guy. I'm hoping. It'd be kind of lame if you had to have everything on low just to get 60, but it is what it is. It's not like this thing is the most powerful thing on the planet. Oh shit. That fucked me up real good. Oh. Out of my way. If I get lots of cops after me, they'll kill me, and then I won't be able to. Then I won't be able to get any more footage because I'll be dead. Well, it's not like I don't come back. Yeah, but I got tired of dodging them. Hey, a car. Now we'll just go the wrong way down the freeway. That seems like a good idea. Right? Oh, smashing into it, you know, the usual GTA shenanigans. Alright though, let's drop everything down to normal and see how it does. Back to the settings again. Now we are on normal. Everything else up top here is the same, but we turned off MSAA as well. Probably should turn this stuff down a little, but I'm just going to leave that up. Maybe that's my problem, who knows? Alright, and back to the top we go, so let's get into the game. Alright guys, we're back, and graphics are on normal now. And this looks like the way to experience 60 FPS on the deck. Now it might drop a little under 60 here and there, but for the most part it's gonna be pretty good. Woo! Almost crashed into a damn monument of some kind back there. And then I don't know if there's any low settings after this, or if normal is as low as it gets, but we'll try to tone some more stuff down, like maybe turn down those little bars that I've been leaving maxed out the whole time as well, if there is no low or anything to go to after this. Try to get that last little bit of FPS to just always be getting 60. That was pretty unbelievable, wasn't it? Alright, let's go back into the city. The beach is obviously going to not be a accurate representation. Let's go back this way. Alright, let's go and see if we can tone down these graphics just a little bit more. Alright, now we turned all those bars down to their lowest, because there is no low. Normal is as low as it goes. I had a feeling that was the case, so now let's drive around and see what's what. Went down to 58, but that's not too bad. But that's bad. He's dead. Alright, well, let's see how long it takes to reload real quick. Obviously not very long. So yeah, if you're going to want a 60 FPS experience, you can probably turn some settings on and up the, like, certain things up to medium or high and whatnot, but I'm not going to sit there and go through every conceivable whatchamacallit. That would be way too long. I just completely pushed him down. Oh, I thought he was totally going to run after me. Oh, we were going to have a fight on our hands. The shadows do weird shit.
You are looking totes delicious.
Heck, maybe that's what's been doing it the whole time. Having those shadows on AMD's, whatchamacallit.
Oh, shit.
Because shadows can eat up a lot of FPS. But like I said, you'll have to sit there and mess with it if you want a 60 FPS experience, but if you're down with 40 or 30, you can have way higher settings. But as you can see, well, actually, let's see real quick before we stop. If we just put it on 60 and just limit it to that, that makes it so much smoother. And then look at our battery time just go up. It's not gonna go up a huge amount, but we were at under an hour before.
Yeah, I have the perfect guy for your film.
Careful! Look, if I offended you, I'm sorry.
Leave it.
There you go. I jumped into you, bitch. That's right. Run. You run that way, I'll run this way.
I get really chafed.
And everything will be Happy Gilmore.
Really? Okay, let's all take a deep breath.
So we went all the way up to 115-ish hours, so not bad. And look how much smoother this is now that we've turned it to 60 FPS limited. So yeah, you could probably definitely turn some stuff up. But that's going to be on you guys to sit there and figure out. But I think that's more than good enough for GTA 5, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up? Well, alright, that is a wrap for Grand Theft Auto 5. I was honestly expecting it to be a little faster, but like I said, maybe it's just because I had like that AMD soft shadows or whatever that shit was on. Maybe that just kills your FPS more than I thought, but I figured to use the AMD option. But that's why you guys gotta go in there and mess with the settings yourself, and I'm sure you can have some high settings and some normal settings, and maybe even 2x anti-aliasing while still being able to get 60 most of the time. But I think that's good enough, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out, guys.